Be afraid. Be very afraid.
'83.
4.
No, I think Teen Wolf was like 84, 85-ish.
I mean, I hate that I have to ask this question. It just shows how my mental degradation is getting bad. But that was Michael J.
Yes,
Fox,
not the
wasn't it?
sequel.
Thank
It
The
was.
God.
sequel was
Thank God.
Patrick Bateman.
Yeah, he was smart enough to get
Was
out
it
of
Patrick
sequels.
Bateman in the sequel?
Yeah.
Was it
Patrick
Jason
Bateman?
Bateman? Jason
American
Bateman.
Psycho?
Jason Bateman. Sorry.
Jason Bateman.
That would be an interesting movie.
Yeah,
American Psycho
Teen
meets
Wolf.
Teen Wolf
I'm
2.
down for that.
He's a
If I
beast
re-
on the court. Beast in
If
the
I
sheets.
remember right, Teen Wolf 2 isn't the number 2 either. I think it's
Yes.
TOO.
It's Teen Wolf also.
Teen Wolf as well.
A Teen Wolf adjacent movie. But tonight we're talking about The Howling.
Howling.
Was it the first major werewolf movie of the 1980s? I think it's got a year and a half or
I think
so.
March
before
13th, 1981 is when The Howling came out. And then we have American Werewolf coming out the same year.
About a year.
August 21st. So I think The Howling was the first that year because I think Wolfman comes out in between those two.
Yeah, I think The Howling came. I think it's kind of like one of those Armageddon Deep Impact situations where they're making the same movie at the same time, but one of them's done first.
And
Yeah. And that was a wild one, too. Man, did Armageddon blow the pants out or the socks off of Deep Impact, too.
But you know what? If you watch them today, I think Deep Impact's the better movie.
Oh, it definitely is. Armageddon's got the comic relief, though.
Yeah, and our Armageddon has the preposterousness of these astronauts can learn how to do space stuff, but we can't teach them how to drill. But we can teach these drillers how to be astronauts.
You know what? I might change my opinion, actually, because it's got the obligatory 1990s loose cannon Steve Buscemi character in it.
Uh-huh.
And like Con Air and stuff. I need that in my life. So I might actually say that gives Armageddon the edge.
I think Armageddon is probably the more fun
absolutely.
movie. You get Ben Affleck on Liv Tyler's belly with the animal cracker. And
The entire theater was laughing at that scene.
it's ridiculous. And then they're all singing, leaving on a jet plane.
Yeah.
And
true.
you get Michael Clark Duncan's super deep voice coming in.
Yeah. One of the best scenes with him is in that movie The Island when he realizes they're like harvesting their livers and stuff, and he runs out of the hospital and he just starts sticking people out of the way. It's a great scene. But yeah, we're doing The Howling tonight, everybody. Back to it. John, do you have a blind rank or something for us?
I have a real or fake for you guys tonight.
real or fake? Okay.
Real or fake? I hate
Real or
these
fake?
so much.
We did good last time.
And it is
It made me
is
feel so dumb.
We did good.
real or fake werewolf movies.
Let's rock.
Okay, I'm ready.
And I made sure that the real ones are obscure enough that you're not going to know.
Oh, man. Okay.
All right.
Are they though? I'm actually pretty good with werewolf stuff.
Movie number 1. Now we'll see. Helen Keller versus Night Wolves. The true story of how Helen Keller lost her sight and hearing.
She was whole before the Night Wolves, and
Before
this
the
is
Night
battle
Wolves.
damage.
Yep.
I have to say real because in my heart I need it to be real. But if it's not real, that means you made that up, and I'm so proud.
I'm going to go real, too. I'm going to go on the wagon with Kearns on this one because sounds too good.
That is 100% a real
Can we
werewolf
please-
movie.
Yeah. If you made that up, we would need a urine sample from you to see what drugs it took to make that up.
That's got to go on the list either at the end of this year or next year.
God, it's so bad. It almost has to be when we're up and running with Patreon. We can't
waste the time.
Put that out. We
That's great.
can't do it. Movie number 2, Moonlit Veins. A lovelorn poet must choose between his love for a woman and the curse that has made him immortal.
How do they spell
Yeah.
vein?
Veins.
Fake.
Okay. Yeah, I don't trust his face either. I'm going fake as well.
That is fake.
Oh, you were gonna do it like a weather vane. I knew you know how to spell, obviously, but I was like, I'm gonna see if this throws him a little bit.
We got
We
this.
got him,
Movie-
Ryan.
Movie 3. Yeah, you think you got me. Grandma Werewolf. A family's Thanksgiving tradition is rocked by a stunning revelation by Grandma. She's a
Well,
werewolf.
I mean,
Nice little
I was
twist in
gonna
the
say,
Little Red
yeah.
Riding Hood
I like that
lore,
though.
yeah.
She was always the wolf.
Bet you some pompous film major was like sniffing his own farts. Like, you know what we'll do, man? It was the grandma the whole time.
And
What do you think, Ryan?
I'm gonna go fake with this one. I want it to be real,
I'm
but
gonna go real. I'm gonna go real.
It is real.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I felt that film major vibe. I know that this is that's actually triggering maybe for you. I didn't even think of that. I'm sorry, because Ryan was a film major.
Yes, I was.
Were you not? So not all film majors are Papa's assholes. We have a good one.
I was just kept
but-
thinking of that one guy in the
but no.
studio apartment. The train rolling by.
Yeah.
The rain falling. He has a
Yeah.
cigarette. See, I'm getting into a scene right now.
All right,
There you
film
go.
major. President Werewolf. The president has been bitten and is running the streets of DC.
No,
we're not too far
That-
off. Let's keep
This-
the podcast apolitical.
This sounds so real though, because it sounds so B movie-ish. Something you can pick up on. I'm going real on this one.
Is it starring Gerard Butler? The era when it was like White House down, White House werewolf. He thinks
Actually-
it's real.
It might be.
You almost gave something away. Damn it.
No, I didn't.
Oh. I'm gonna go real.
It is real. President Werewolf is a real werewolf
got
movie.
Such
All
a
right.
B movie vibe.
All right. All right, smart guys.
Oh well, I don't know about all that.
Thanks for the memories. On the verge of a breakup, a werewolf reminisces about the highs and lows of his relationship. This gothic love story.
This is like very Interview with a Vampire feeling.
This one's meant to throw us. We're supposed to think this one's fake, but it's actually
I mean, if it
real.
was real, again, I can see them just like in a gravesite writing his memoirs, flashbacks.
His memoirs. Ryan, what are we doing here? All right.
I'll go
move the
fake.
clock.
It is fake.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys are
No,
honest.
I missed
tonight.
one. I missed
Yeah.
the grandma one.
Yeah.
New York City filmmakers.
All right,
I use Spike Lee.
let's throw you
I
off
use
a little
Spike Lee.
bit. Next movie, Bloods with a Z versus Wolves with a Z. It's
West
a
Side
turf
Story.
war between rival gangs, vampires, and
Is there-
werewolves.
I would bet one of my testicles that you made that up. That feels so much like John.
Is there
right
singing?
there. Double fist.
Yeah.
So what are
is
we
there
saying?
singing in this film?
This real or fake brought to you by Polar Seltzer, everybody.
I can't tell you if
I
they're
feel like it's
singing
so
or
West
not.
Side Story. I'll go fake.
Is it in
That-
an urban setting with the Bloods with a Z?
Of course it is.
Of course it
Of course
is.
it is.
Oh, hold
You
on.
went fake?
Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with real. I'll go real.
You allowed to do that, Regis?
Final
Real.
answer, Ryan.
He said real. I'm going
Thanks,
to go with
Pat.
real as well.
Bloods versus Wolves is real.
It just you kind of like think about it. The Z, like,
It really felt like a U one though, dude.
so I was curious about the singing. It's like if he says yes or no to this.
Mhm. I
It's
should
a
have
song.
said yes.
Real.
I should have made it a werewolf West Side Story.
That was the vibe I was getting.
Speaking of parodies,
Oh boy.
Werewolves of Wall Street. In this spoof, investors go all in on a mysterious new miracle drug that gives people superhuman traits with a monthly
snorting
side
it?
effect.
I feel like this. If this was a
It's
porn, I would
snortable
believe it.
and injectable.
If it
And
was- if it was-
injectable.
Yes.
It was a
yes,
porn.
it's injectable.
Just-
Look at John's poker face.
Yeah,
This
I'm gonna
one's
go with
fake.
the fake route on this.
It's fake.
I want this one.
Don't you
want to
see
real
Michael
so
Douglas?
badly though?
Just
Those are rookie numbers.
Michael Douglas, or Michael Keaton, Michael Douglas?
Michael Douglas.
Because that's Michael Keaton's real name.
No. Michael
Yeah.
Douglas. Not Batman.
Because there was already a
Not
Michael
Batman.
Douglas, right?
Mhm. Not the best
Oh
Batman.
yeah, he
you
is the
mean.
best Batman.
Yeah, we will take the heat in the comments
What do you-
defending that, by the way. Christian Bale does a good job. And don't get me started on emo Batman from Harry Potter, all right? The Penguin was a great series, but Jesus Christ, I can't get through that movie. It's the most Gen Z nonsense I've ever tried to sit through in my life.
It was the Riddler.
So I feel so freed by not watching any of the Marvel or DC movies anymore.
I watched Lightning Bolts, like kind of in chunks to go to sleep, and it should have been
Are
good.
you talking
and it
about
just
the
wasn't.
sequel to Shazam?
Is that Shazam
uh,
sequel?
With the Fury of the Gods, the Lightning Bolt.
No, Lightning Bolts is like the Avengers.
Oh, the
spin-off, like
Thunderbolts.
they're expendable.
All right, sorry.
Thunderbolts.
I
That's
was-
the one.
I-
Not Lightning Bolt.
I
Thunderbolts.
want to see that. It wasn't that.
Yeah.
That disappoints me.
Mid
Very,
at
very
best.
frightening.
Take
What
5
happens
out of
when you
10.
kill one of the best? Hold on. When you kill one of the best like Marvel villains right in the beginning, Taskmaster, and you just make him look like a chump. The character has all the powers of every Marvel superhero.
Yeah. It's kind of what they did with Sentry. They just made him Superman, but with like emotional damage. It was just not. It was. You'll see. It could have been good. They had the power
Nothing
there.
will beat
Just-
Adam Warlock
miffed
in
it.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Let's get to the last ones, John.
We have 3 left. Kearns has a chance to
Jeez.
be perfect.
Ooh.
That
Just
chance
like
went
Bo
away a long
Derek.
time ago.
The next movie is Howling,
Oh.
an unwitting family on a fall foliage trip seeks a motel to stay for the night on the night of a full moon.
I feel like they'd get sued if this was real. And then the sequel's Howliday and Express.
No tell motel, Howliday Inn.
Howliday Inn. Not chilling at the Howliday Inn. What you doing? This is the hardest one so
Fake.
far.
Calling it.
Do I attempt to keep my perfect streak going, or do I make sure I stay ahead of Ryan? I think it's real, but I'm going to say fake too.
It is fake. You made the right
That was
choice.
a close one.
That was all you, buddy. I had to go with you because that was like exactly
I
50
just thought of
50
Bing
on.
Crosby in a werewolf costume singing Christmas songs.
Two more.
So next is the Harlem Globetrotters versus the
Real.
Wolfman.
Real. Please be real.
Fresh off their adventure with the Scooby Gang, the world famous hoopsters come face to face with the Wolfman.
Hold on. I'm going to say fake. Fake.
What was the description again? The what hoopsters?
World famous hoopsters.
I'm
I'm
real.
going fake.
It is fake.
I'm going to say this. You
Uh-huh.
know why? There was a tell. And you know what the tell was? This is what happens when you stay home from school and you watch Scooby-Doo movies. That's the only time the Harlem Globetrotters were with Scooby-Doo. And there's no connection episode with them being the Wolfman.
Yes.
Oh, you made some logic jumps because
Yeah.
this was intended to be a non-Scooby-Doo related venture.
I love Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Like OG Scooby-Doo.
Oh, I love it. I love the original
Well,
Scooby-Doo.
do you like...
the box
I was going to
set
say, do you
behind
like
me?
the Scooby-Doo after, like, when they finished the original and then they did the new Scooby-Doo show, which was like, sorry for my singing, but like Scooby-Dooby-Doo, looking for you, Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
I like them, but not as much as the original
That was the one with the
ones.
lava monster. That's why. But the original, you can't beat.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Okay. Last one. Bubba the Redneck Werewolf. Bubba Blanche has become a beer-swilling, cigar-smoking werewolf just in time to save his hometown.
The implications are so great. Just in time to save his hometown from what? Who knows? Who cares? It could be a prospector. It could be a landslide.
I see the guy who did the diabetes. I just see him. Yes.
Rip
Yes.
Brimley is Bubba. the
Yes.
werewolf.
Certainly is Bubba.
Fake.
Bubba.
I'm gonna go real just for the chance for the win.
It is real. And it is actually fairly magnificent.
I thought he was gonna say
That it
what's his
is.
face was the lead actor. I was like, all right, we were 2 for 2.
How could it not be fairly magnificent? All right. Well, I didn't get a perfect game, but I did get a
9
that
out
is
of
good.
10 is Allison level.
Allison level is godly, so I'll take that. Ryan, you got 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10 is damn good
I would
too.
have went real. I would have went
always
real
does
with the
well, though.
Scooby Doo, the Harlem Globetrotters one. But once you mentioned Scooby, I was like, oh, I know this.
Wanted that to be a real one so badly.
The Harlem
Right.
Globetrotters cartoon is a very underrated cartoon. All right, very underrated.
Man, Eric, get out of here, you critter.
Wait,
what are
you have
playing with
critters?
under me?
Don't
Yeah,
play
this
with the
one's a
critters. Oh,
Big
all right.
cat. She's messing with plastic or something. Anyway, The Howling,
The
1981.
Howling.
The Howling, 1981,
Howling.
everybody. An hour and a half of greatness.
Listen, it's like one of Joe Dante's first outings, and it's not bad. I mean, he debuts with Piranha, of course, which is previously on another
Mhm.
episode of Xenomania. Check it out.
Previously on
Previously on
Xenomania.
X-Men.
We're going to point it out in the cards. I don't know where it'll be, but I'm putting it up in the video.
But he's
All right.
done so much.
It's also the reunion between Joe Dante and John Sayles, who co-wrote Piranha. So we have a Piranha reunion.
And much like Piranha, this movie takes itself seriously. But unlike Piranha, this one actually feels like it sticks the landing a bit
Yes.
better on that. What do you guys think about that?
I agree.
Mostly.
There's a bit of weight to this one that I
Mhm.
didn't remember on the rewatch, and
Yeah.
it took me a while to get into that groove of this era of movie making, and it's hard for me to describe it. It really did take me a second to like remold my brain and start to enjoy it.
It starts off like a
Mhm.
crime thriller. And again, I haven't seen it in so
Yep.
long either. And I'm watching it. Yes.
very
Especially
noir.
like in the opening,
Yeah.
Eddie Quist, who's this serial killer, is stalking Karen White, who is a reporter. And it's like they're on this whole stakeout. The cops are everywhere. I'm presuming Times Square at the time, because I see all the XXX signs.
It's West
Was it
Coast,
West
I
Coast?
think. So it's
Oh, it is Los
probably like
Angeles. Oh,
Sunset
It looks
Strip
so
or
much like
something.
New York for
Yeah.
a second. And I was like, okay.
I mean,
Because everything's
Those-
gritty, because it
Yeah.
carries over that
Yep.
70s gritty, because it's early in
Yeah.
the 80s.
I think those sections of New York City and LA were, aside from, maybe weather and attitudes, very similar looking.
Very.
You're probably right about that. Well, the thing too is that Times Square at that time was not
It
a
wasn't
very good
family
place
friendly.
to be.
I
No.
mean, it depends what you were in Times Square for.
Yeah, true. Porn and drugs and or to assault somebody in a various way,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, you were in the right place.
Mhm.
But otherwise,
No.
no, there was no M&M store back then, kids.
Oh, this was way before the Disneyfication of
Yes.
Times Square.
Yes.
New York had an edge to it back then. Still does, but not like
no,
that.
It's,
Not
it's
like
much
that.
calmer. I mean, it's still crazy, but it's not how we recognize New York City as it once was.
Let's just post like Son of Sam had happened within a reasonably short
Mhm.
period of time prior and things like
Mhm.
that. New York was still considered a highly dangerous place to be.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
yeah, but anyway, the gritty setting is there, the
Mhm.
noir aspect of it's there. And it doesn't serve things up to you. It makes you think. It
Yeah.
almost felt like
Yes.
Hitchcock for a bit.
It's
Yeah,
it's,
okay,
it's
I'm glad
very
it wasn't off
it's
base.
slow.
Yeah.
I mean, even when like you're in the scene where like Eddie, like she meets Eddie in the porn shop and they're in the little sleazy porn outlet there and she's watching that horrible video he put in and he's talking to her. It's not like scary,
Mhm.
it's very uncomfortable. It's like that usual thriller in the
Yeah.
80s. Like you got like that goosebump, like,
Yeah.
and then it
Mhm.
twists you on the head
Mhm.
because you hear the transformation, which I thought was pretty cool in this.
And like those newsroom scenes at the beginning and the end feel so like Dawn of the Dead too. So
Yes.
it's immediately
Yes.
comfortable that way for me.
Yeah,
It-
that's a good call.
So before we go further, do you guys want a couple
Yes.
reviews?
I'm
Yes,
ready.
please.
All
Let's
right.
hear
Well,
what other people thought of the
as
film.
always, we'll start with
Someone
a
gave
5-star.
this movie a 5-star.
Absolutely. There's a lot of 5
Really?
stars. It's harder to find the 1
I would think
stars
like a
than the
4.
5s. At least the 1 stars in a reasonable length. So here's 5 stars. Awesome. The 80s era kills it again. I didn't grow up during the 80s, nor were my parents even together till 87, but I wish that I had. This is way better than most other werewolf movies made today. The makeup is phenomenal. Great story. I recommend watching at least once.
Okay.
That's a pretty rave
I
review.
agree. The
mean,
makeup was, I didn't think it was going to be as good as I remembered. And they did a really good job, especially with the transformations. I mean, on a 1.7 million budget at that time, and seeing what they would do with American Werewolf months later, Howling wasn't bad with the transformations at that time.
No. I prefer the American
yeah.
Werewolf ones, but the Howling did a good job with theirs. And a 1 star. That movie was horrible on almost every level. The only good part is the nudity. The special effects
It's got some good nudity.
The special effects were atrocious. The story was boring. Hardly see any werewolves until almost an hour in the film. That ending was so lame and campy, it should be banned.
Is it?
The end where the news lady changes on live TV and turns into a straight up overgrown lapdog was dumb.
See, damn.
Cocaine fueled some of the lamest films back then. Almost zero redeeming qualities. Complete garbage.
Except for the boobs.
Except
This
Except
for
for
the
the
boob.
boobs.
This person gave 1 star for the one boob.
And I would say the opposite. I think cocaine fueled some of the craziest, most awesome movies
Oh, yeah.
of the 80s.
I think you're probably
Rage-
right about that.
Raging Bull.
And 90s.
He was,
Oh, yeah.
gone. And yeah, that's a masterpiece. Chef's kiss right there, I have to say.
Well, it goes to show the drugs don't make the gem. You've got to be an absolute genius
Yes.
plus drugs
Mm-hmm.
to get away with it. But like Scorsese,
I mean, even then, it didn't necessarily work out. Look at Maximum Overdrive. I love Maximum Overdrive, but that is not a good movie. And there was a lot of cocaine involved.
I do enjoy
it's a
that
tough
film.
one. The Andrew WK of movies. But yeah. But yeah, man. With this movie in particular, what I liked about The Howling was the journey to that twist ending. It wasn't even a twist ending. It was an
Yes.
abrupt ending.
Yeah.
They didn't give you a neat, tidy ending, and it was pretty good. That review is kind of lame. I don't know if I wouldn't give it 5, but I definitely give it above a 3,
Yeah.
3 and above. Good
Yeah.
movie. It came out, we were talking earlier, it comes out in the same year as Wolfman and then American Werewolf in London. And 3 or 4 more major werewolf movies came out afterward in
Yes.
the 80s.
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
they? Probably.
Yeah, there were a lot of 80s werewolf
And-
movies.
And they all hinge on the special effects. That's like the major criticisms begin on the transformations.
Mhm.
Transformations in this weren't bad.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, they're kind of dated compared to what you can do now, but for 1981, The Howling and American Werewolf in London really nailed good transformation scenes.
You got 2
Yeah.
different types, though, right? Like, you have in The Howling, you see the face, like, elongate and transform. In American
Mhm.
Werewolf, it's
Mhm.
more of, like, the flesh. The flesh is coming off. The werewolf is protruding out of, you can say, its secret identity. Because I feel like in American Werewolf in London, the wolf is the true identity, similar to The Howling. But, like, I feel like in American Werewolf, they're trying to embrace more of the human identity in a way. Because in his own way, he's trying to be human. He's trying to resist this. While in The Howling, it's more about the acceptance. the accepting of becoming
Yeah.
a wolf. You want to live forever. And that was interesting too, the lore on how like they can't die. I mean, it's true, but to go into deep into the idea of like silver bullets and even burning them, which was something new to the lore at that, I feel like to be revealed at that time.
That gets into the like medieval ways to do it. Burning was always a way to do it. So you didn't always hinge on like just the garlic or just the this, like decapitating, burning. Those were all within their means. So they were always part of the stories back then.
Yep.
So I guess they carried it over into this movie. But most modern movies, you can't do that. You have to use the magic thing. Silver bullet or whatever.
Mhm.
I'm kind of glad they had that as
Yeah.
well. Burn the
Yeah,
witch.
it was nice.
Yeah.
It was a different add-on. It changes it up a bit.
It's good. It was
And
good.
it sort of plays on some of those early 80s cult fears too, because
Thank
after the
you.
trauma of the peep show booth, a psychiatrist sends Karen to the colony, which is almost instantly identifiable as a cult.
Yes.
Yeah. The cult hysteria was a big deal. And I felt the Rosemary's Babies. That's what I always call it. The Rosemary Baby vibe from this, especially in that climactic scene when we've
Yeah.
got the rifle and we're just popping werewolves.
Mm-hmm.
It
It
was
is.
such a good scene. But yeah, I felt that vibe for sure. And I think John's nailing it right now. That Jonestown came later, didn't it?
Jonestown had already happened by
And it
81.
already happened. So
Yeah.
there you go. And that was big. If people don't know this, a congressman
Yes.
was killed
Drink
Mhm.
Kool-Aid.
by
Yeah.
a cult. Run down on his way to the airport and murdered
Yeah.
because he was going back to the States to do something about this
Yeah.
cult. And then they knew that they were going down. That's when they gave everybody the Kool-Aid in Jonestown. That's a messed up one.
Jonestown is
I like it.
it was bad.
I mean, like, so I'm the only one old enough to like have seen it happen. I remember like Time Magazine and Newsweek with the photos of bodies like just all over the place at Jonestown. And like, you don't realize at that time, at least at my age, that a lot of those people didn't drink the Flavor Aid.
Yeah, they were killed.
They were
Wow.
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they didn't drink the Kool-Aid, they were shot. Children, men, all of it. It was wild.
Yep.
What you get for following.
Yeah.
So you gotta
I
be a
mean,
leader. Don't be a follower,
eh,
kids.
like,
David Koresh was later.
like as you see with Dr. Wagner in the Howling, it's the ability to prey on fragile, broken people.
And
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Dr. Wagner does with Karen. Like, he sends her right into this because it's his baby. He's trying to raise ethical werewolves.
you know, I'm happy that they got Patrick McNee in the role. I always pop for this because if you guys don't know, he was in a show called The Avengers as John Steed. So it's always
Mhm.
good to see him in like a different role, especially like from protagonist to antagonist, you would say. Because even in the beginning when you meet him, he's got that Dr. Monroe vibe. The cane, the jacket, very Island of Dr. Monroe. I'm forgetting the original title for the Universal film.
Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas. Oh, I don't remember.
Troy-
Bad Things
Troy
Island,
McClure?
probably.
Starring
It's
Troy
Universal.
McClure.
But yeah, you're gushing over Dr. Wagner's character and how he had range, or the actor rather, and how he had range.
And it shows, but it's like he's very calming. And that's kind of like what invites not even only Caden, but the audience in deeper into the film and deeper into the colony. And especially meeting like the different people. Like you can see something's up.
Yeah, I mean, well, the first time you see Marcia staring at Karen's man, Bill, like he's food. Like, it's not even a lustful stare, it's a hungry stare.
Okay.
You hungry eyes. Nobody? All right.
Yeah.
Hungry eyes.
That's actually pretty good.
Can't disguise, I've got hungry eyes. Sorry.
All
I-
I
good. Brought you
hate
back
that
to
I know
prom,
Dirty
didn't it?
Dancing soundtrack
Dir-
songs so
I'll admit,
well.
Dirty Dancing is a phenomenal film, though. But his best is Point
Lived
Break.
it.
Sorry.
We got a Roger Corman cameo in this, don't we?
No, you don't think Point Break?
Ooh, I tried to distract them, but it
I
didn't
mean, I
work.
can say
Oh.
Roadhouse is excellent.
That's where I might go. And I came to Roadhouse late because I skipped Roadhouse for a
Roadhouse
long
is
time.
phenomenal.
And then I watched Roadhouse, and now Roadhouse is the
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, Roadhouse is it holds up.
You know the
Very
story
well.
about Bill. Real quick, you know the story
Timeless.
about Bill Murray. Yeah.
Bill Murray
Yeah. I just see your
Yeah.
wife. She's with Patrick.
smashing her up against the wall. I'm not sure if you were
It's
aware
on
of this.
Channel 37, TNT.
They're really going at it.
Mm-hmm. I
They
love
do
that
do it
story.
randomly.
Love
Bill
that
Murray.
story.
Bill
man.
Murray's a national treasure.
A little Bill Murray tangent also. I don't know if you guys watched it yet, but the trailer for the John Candy documentary.
Really
Yeah,
good.
very good.
Oh,
And when he's about to cry.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So good.
I didn't realize that John Candy died at my age.
Yeah, I thought
I
he was
am
a
the
little
age.
older than that.
Me
I thought he
too.
was a lot closer to
No,
50.
shockingly, it just all the I didn't know he was a smoker, and when I found that out, I was like, that'll
Yeah.
do it, because like the smoking, the drinking, the eating, it's like what happened with Chris Farley, sadly. I mean, but Farley had a little more drugs involved.
I think that heavier drugs had to have been involved a little bit too.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
eating
no, yeah. He
2
was
packs a day and eating
he was-
steak dinners.
he was
and
a
drinking
drinker.
Beer shouldn't kill you.
he
at
was
41.
a big drinker. I'm pretty sure he was in the cocaine
Oh,
fueled.
Candy, yes.
Everybody was doing coke. Yeah.
But like that scene in what was it, Splash, where he's playing handball with Tom Hanks and he's struggling like that. Like he's really hungover in that scene. Like he's not pretending. He's fully hungover.
He went drinking with someone the
Wow.
night before, is the story, and he just showed
Yeah.
up hungover.
Yeah.
Like that ball cracking him in the face is so
Mhm.
real.
Yeah. Like that was
You hear the
100%
smack.
real. He was just too hungover to get out of the way.
That's great. Can you imagine the Howling with John
Dale
Candy in it?
Griffith, ring shower
Nick.
salesman.
Be great. Yeah.
That would be
So the-
amazing.
We've talked about the movies it's up against. Most people prefer American Werewolf in London. What gives Howling the edge if
Dick
it has
Miller.
an edge?
Dick
I'm glad you
Miller,
said Miller because there was like Dick.
Slim
Yeah,
Pickens.
so I forgot they were in there.
Love
Slim
seeing
Pickens.
Slim Pickens show up in things.
I saw that name and I was like, God, I forgot about this. And I was like, wait a minute. Is my eyes deceiving me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sam Newfield.
And I think consistently the Howling goes for this scare, where American Werewolf in London will, mix the scare and the joke and the scare and the joke. The Howling is more straight
Yes.
horror.
Right. And I think that's the thing we should point out about it is that the Howling isn't afraid to take a while to get to the scare, to build tension and do it in a way. And it isn't afraid to, do these things. But American Werewolf in London relies heavily
Yes.
on the humor, the comic relief. It's a summer blockbuster movie. It came out in August for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Knew what
Yeah.
they were
But-
doing.
Yeah, I thought the Howling was very good. You know what I noticed, by the way? When he shoots the doctor at the end, I think it's Wagner, right? When he shoots him and he goes, "Oh,
Yeah.
thank God,"
Uh-huh.
and he falls on the ground. Why does he do that?
I
Because
feel like
he wants
they do.
to die?
It shows.
I think, yeah, that comes up in vampire movies sometimes too, where the immortal
wants to
creature
die.
is happy to die.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
It's like the old man.
Give me immortality. I want to test that.
You want to Vandal Savage it? I don't know.
Yep.
I mean, at some point, everyone you've ever known is gone.
You know what?
And
There's
it's
more
just
people.
I make new friends.
There's more people. They're coming down the pipe. Yeah, it's okay. It's gonna be okay.
I don't make friends that easy, guys. So, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I liked you immediately.
I'm likable, but I don't make friends
Well, it's
real
like-
easy.
It's like you gotta let them in the circle of trust.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta go through an interview process.
Broke into two circles of trust.
Speaking
Yeah.
of circles of trust, I have another review for you that goes way
Let's
in
hear it.
circles. Yeah, just pay attention to these ratings. So, this is a 2 stars out of 5. A TV news reporter is sent out to act as a decoy to flush out a serial killer. But after she does her job, she goes to recuperate from the experience by joining a strange encounter group that is all and nothing but werewolves. Superb and grand special effects in a very well acted movie. But to be honest, story and characters are very downright boring and cardboard. A 6 out of 10. Sir, we started at 2 out of 5, which is a 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad math.
We moved to 6 out of 10 after saying it's a superb movie with grand special effects and very well acted.
Yeah, it's very schizophrenic review.
Yes.
Or maybe I should say bipolar review. Yeah, I don't really agree with that one either. I agree with some of the narrative. I don't agree with the numbers. I did say a 3 or higher, and a 3 is a 6 out of 10. I really think this is a solid 7, 7.5 if we're going the 10 scale. 3.5. Giving it a 4 is tricky because there are movies out there that are great. I think a great movie is a 4. And this one just maybe just falls short of that.
It's definitely a 3.5 because if they gave more to the story, maybe more time in the colony, give us a few deaths, because you're squeezing a lot of the deaths in the end. Everything gets squeezed.
They had to make movies differently back then, too. Yeah. They had to actually rely on the story and stuff to carry it, not CGI nonsense. So you don't get nonstop action and stuff. So it's kind of difficult to gauge this against a modern horror.
Fair on that.
Yeah,
but
you have the different beats. Now you need the action sequence much quicker. Whereas, in 1981, you could let that breathe a little bit.
Because the TikToks can't keep their attention on the screen for long
rewatching it, like rewatching the older stuff and then us watching the newer stuff, you see the big difference. And thinking about it, like we've kind of fallen into that whole lane of everything's got to be quick. And the Howling kind of, for me, reset it to the point where it's okay to have a longer story. And a lot of people forget about that.
Yeah, I mean, just look at, we did The Conjuring not long ago. You can see the difference in the pacing.
Yeah, right. Good example.
Because it's very fast paced for a story that should be a little slower. If that's where you're going with it. Okay.
Yeah, I concur. I thought they took a great risk. Let's get to the end, really. Do we want to talk about anything else before we go through the ending?
No, let's jump to the end.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. The ending with the reveal, well, Karen takes a nip. She gets a little nippy nipped. She's a Wolfman. And she's going to out them all. And this is very in line with what John's talking about like the cult. And I really think the cult craze of the time is a carryover of the Red Scare that came prior for the previous generation. They needed the boogeyman, the satanic panic, all that stuff is all that, like the fear of the other, blah, blah, blah. So Karen's going to out them. The Illuminati, the wolves. The Wolfmanati. The Wolfmanati. And she goes out to do it, and they plug her ass on live TV with a silver bullet.
I mean, to be fair, she does transform on live TV also.
And this is cool, too, because you get media gaslighting, which is something we're very familiar with today. So, back then, and when I was growing up in the 90s, I would have never guessed outright lies through the media could be so, bold as they are today. But in this movie, they do a good job of is it real? Was it special effects? Are there really wolf cults out there?
And I like that because it's that questioning of even in the 80s, you would expect them to feel oh shit, this is real. And they're questioning that oh, it's just special effects.
Yeah. It can't be real.
It was real. She looked like a poodle.
It was real, bro.
Yeah, she'd
been becoming a poodle.
There's just the pom-pom.
Yeah.
Even Enid from Wednesday didn't have that, all right?
She does end up looking kind of tame.
She seems safe, and you kind of feel bad when she gets shot. But that's also great when they cut the feed. There's gunshots. Cut it.
Not too far off that timeline. Probably beforehand, there was a newscaster who shot himself on live TV.
It's a politician, Bud Dwyer, right?
Politician. It was a Bud Dwyer who did it.
Larry. I think I
thought it was a news anchor.
Larry. He was there might have been another one, but the one I'm thinking of is Bud Dwyer. He was I believe, a Pennsylvania politician who had been accused of some kind of corruption. I think it turned out he didn't do it either.
Oh, whoa.
But he's also the inspiration for the Filter song, Hey Man, Nice Shot.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. There's layers to this onion, kids. Wow. Wow. There's a
There
lot
is.
to chew on there.
Which can take us to Nine Inch Nails, because the guy that founded Filter was in the Nine Inch Nails touring band.
Like 9 Inch Nails.
And then from there, we've got.
Countless soundtracks now with Trent Reznor.
Okay, so we're to Trent Reznor.
Yeah.
I was trying to make a joke, but I couldn't find any in the dark recesses of my mind. All right, but that's the Howling. It turned into a
Yes.
franchise.
6
Shocker.
movies.
I didn't need to.
Nope.
Didn't need to. Not necessarily horrible franchise either, but it's a franchise.
It gets pretty rough after a couple.
And Ryan mentioned that this is based on a
Yes.
3-book series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So that's
the
a thing.
books don't have anything to do with the movies. The first book is similar to the first movie, but they change a lot. And same thing with the second and third book. It's a whole different story. So
When
read.
you get those authors who just want their name on there based on the story by
Yeah.
maybe. Well, I don't know, man. If somebody was like, hey, we're going to heavily adapt your work, but here's a check, I'd be like, let me see that check real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And do some thinking.
Yeah. So I'll close us out with another 1 star.
Let's do it.
Quite possibly the single worst werewolf movie.
Sing.
Plot, single worst. After some of the ones I listed in the game at the start of this episode, we know that's not true.
Worried for you.
Yeah.
Plot is nonsensical. The effects are only halfway decent. It's a comedy with Scooby-Doo level writing, and the sound design makes it feel like the movie is supposed to be horribly wacky. And I'm not sure what
No.
movie this person
Were they on
watched.
LSD?
No. First of all, what they do with latex or whatever that material is to elongate the faces and stuff to make that wolf snout and things like that
was
is
awesome.
wildly good. I think they did a
Yeah.
great job with the special effects. It was, what's his face? Rob Bottin? Bedeaton? No, that's not him, is it? It is. Yeah, he's like 21 or 22 years old in this. He ended up doing the special effects for a few movies that are really, really great. John probably knows him right off the top of his head.
I don't remember special effects guys' names.
Oh, wow.
I know a couple of the hugest ones.
They basically told him, they gave him full direction because the script was like, and then she transforms. And he had nothing to go on, so he really had free reign, and he was a young guy, and he was very surprised, and he got recognized for it. And he ended up doing Gremlins and stuff.
The Joe Dante connection.
There it is.
I forgot. I have another fantastic 1 star for you guys
I'm
if
down.
you want it.
Yeah, let's hear it before we do the top 5s.
1 star. Should have called this The Hurling,
This guy
Yeah,
was
he
so
was.
proud of that.
because that is what I felt like doing after watching this drivel. This
Drivel.
rot was like all other Wolfman movies. Redundant, boundlessly boring, hackneyed, poorly performed, even more poorly scripted, and finally, just plain silly. Why this garbage gets such high ratings is beyond my range of understanding. But to each his own. This
That's a nice caveat.
This junk was no better than the old Lon Chaney werewolf films from the 40s. And they were pathetic beyond belief.
Damn.
This
Damn.
this vomitous bilge should be avoided at all cost. Thumbs way.
My thumbs are down
Down.
on you, buddy,
This
because you
person.
just knocked one of the greatest horror films ever.
I mean,
In
listen,
the top 100, maybe. Top 150.
if you call Wolfman movies rot, I think you should probably stop watching them. Like, this seems to be an issue he has with werewolves to begin with. So
Yeah.
just stop.
Which is
you know you
racist.
don't like them.
It's just
Yeah,
called
it is
what
racist.
It is racist.
It's specious at the very least.
Specious.
Yeah, fair, good call.
New
Good
new
call.
terminology in the
Didn't hear him talking
dictionary.
about the mummy, the crispy white
Mhm.
The
bandages.
Invisible Man.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah,
category.
good call.
Still.
Good call. We don't even know what
No.
that guy looks like.
Oh, the specious. I hate him.
Yeah, guys, that's The Howling. Great movie. Great movie. It's a good movie. So definitely
movie.
give it a shot. Definitely give it a shot. And we'll be doing more werewolf stuff at some point in the future, I'm sure. But yeah, we're going to jump into top fives. Ryan,
I'm going
you got
with
something
top
good for us?
5.
Timer started.
I'm going with top 5 werewolf films. Number 5 is Universal Pictures' Werewolf of London. It's the first werewolf film, or at least talkie werewolf film for that time, and the first from Universal. I was going to say, John, I was going to say, am I wrong? I think, right? I was going to say,
No.
and it's very simple. Rich philanthropist Wilfred Glendon goes to Tibet in search of the extremely rare plant Lumina lupina, which is rumored to be nourished by the moon. And while there, he gets attacked by a werewolf, and havoc breaks loose when he comes back to England. And it really sets the standard
Right.
for a lot of the werewolf lore and the stories. A different take, I would say. But my number 4, there we go, and it's a short segment, or segments, I should say, from Trick or Treat. I don't want to spoil it.
Oh,
It's one of
cool.
my favorite segments with Anna Paquin, but if you've never seen it and you're trying to figure it out, it's a great twist. If you've seen it, give us a like, put a comment, tell us your favorite scene from Trick or Treat. But that leads me to number 3. And yes, the Wolfman does have nards, and it's the Monster Squad. I was like, how can I fit this movie on here? And I was like, I'm going to. I love that film. Watched that film too many times. God,
movie.
anytime it's like, if it's on demand or something, I put it on. I always get to like the first 5 minutes, and then get called away. Then I get to the German's house, get called away. That's how it goes. But once you get to the ending, so good.
Yeah, Monster Squad is like the perfect gateway horror for your kids.
Okay.
That and what's this one with Fred Savage?
Oh,
Let's get burned
Little
by
Monsters.
light.
Little Monsters?
Little Monsters is another really good one for kids to get into it because it's
would
just
you,
scary enough.
Would you introduce via the Universal horror films, though, like the black and white ones?
I watched Young Frankenstein. Well, not Young Frankenstein. It doesn't really count.
It
But I
counts.
watched the Young Frankenstein at a young age, and I did see like the original Frankenstein and stuff like that well before I saw any real. Well, actually, that's not true. I saw Chucky and stuff at 6, so it's wrong. But I was already formed. I was able to watch the movies as opposed to just sit there and be like,
I feel like you could with the old black and white ones, although like this generation seems to not like the black and white.
This
thing.
generation won't be able to.
they can't
I
hang.
feel like how I was introduced was through the Universal horror films, and like the creepiness, the music. So it's like, once you see something like from like the 80s or the 70s or 90s, which is gory, it's like a shift. It's a big change. But that kind of
Yeah.
leads to another big change in the 80s. And we've been talking again about this movie all night. It's American Werewolf in London, man. John Landis written, directed. It's so good, but there's a reason why it's number 2. Not because it's a bad movie, but because the Wolfman with Lon Chaney Jr. has to be number 1. Just, I love it.
That's
I
fair.
love it. It's one of the first.
I was very excited for the remake that they did when they did the reboot. Was that
Yep.
15 years ago now or something? Anthony Hopkins.
Yep.
That's not the Benicio
Yep.
del Toro one.
And Anthony Hopkins.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Are those the same ones?
They changed it.
Yeah. It was decent enough for it to be like, okay, I'm glad I came to see that movie. And they did the homage scenes with the camera shots and things like
So
that.
you're okay. I'm fine with it. I just don't like how they change it to where the father, Anthony Hopkins, is a werewolf. Because I felt like in the original, when Claude Rains like kills his son, he kills Lawrence, and like he's scratched by him. The curse continues through him after the realization of, shit, I killed my son, and now I have to live through this. While with the Anthony Hopkins ones, I feel like, I feel like he kills Benicio, if I remember, and then he kind of does his own thing after. Right? He doesn't die, right?
You're valid in that though, because that's one of your favorites. When somebody messes with something that you cherish like that, of course you're going to be critical of it. Because they're never going to get it right.
No Love for Jack Nicholson in
I
Wolf.
do like Jack Nicholson and Wolf.
I really
No,
didn't
you don't like
that
Wolf?
movie.
It's not. I don't even know that it's really a horror movie.
No,
It's
I
more
think
like-
it's really more about his sex life.
Yeah, it's more like a romance sex movie than a horror movie.
We're going to take Jack's shirt off. Let's make it about werewolves. We'll save money
Was he
on
wearing
shavers.
sunglasses at that time? Yeah. The
Yeah.
Lakers.
All right, John, you're up. Top Fizzy 5.
I went top 5 D. Wallace / D. Wallace Stone movies.
Cool.
So my number 5, we had the first one a couple weeks ago in one of my top 5s. We'll go with Alligator 2, The Mutation.
Yes. Any of the alligator movies are
Yep.
good.
Yep.
The first and second ones are very good.
A giant alligator has taken up residence in a city lake and munches on the urban denizens. She plays Christine Hodges.
Okay. Okay.
My number 4 is Popcorn. And Popcorn is a killer with a talent for disguise carves up a group of college students hosting a horror movie marathon at an abandoned theater.
Is it a clown?
Wow. It's like a stripper name. Could be a clown, could be a stripper. I don't never thought of popcorn that way
Coming to the
before, but there it
stage.
is.
And
Popcorn.
she plays Suzanne in that one.
That name.
Popcorn's pretty good.
Go by popcorn.
I'll probably have to pop Popcorn onto the calendar for next year.
There
Ready.
you go. Pop it up on there. If you guys didn't
Pop it
hear
up.
that and appreciate it, you're not good people. I caught that on.
Thank you. Thank you. So number 3, I mean, there's one big obvious one, and it's this
Of
one.
course.
Cujo.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she
in it.
is.
All right.
It's a rabid St. Bernard wreaking havoc on a small town Stephen King adaptation. She's Donna Trenton.
He took the hardcover book from the library. I saw it. The copy of Cujo.
Lost Connor. No. Cujo would be way bigger.
Right? Number 2 sort of came up earlier. My number 2 D. Wallace movie is Critters.
Don't.
Nice. We haven't talked about Critters
No, we
nearly
haven't.
enough.
No. I think we might have to put the whole quadrilogy on. the
It's going to be
calendar at some point.
Phantasm all over
Yeah.
again.
It's
I mean,
on.
we can make fun of Baby
He's in
Leo.
the third one, right?
Third?
Third one, yep.
Third one, yeah.
Baby Leo.
So in Critters, she plays Helen Brown. A small vicious aliens pursued by alien bounty hunters land in a small farm town and begin to eat the residents.
So good. Was it the second one? The second one's when they're like the huge ball, right?
Ball.
And they run over. Okay.
And they
Yeah.
rolls over and there's just the skeletons left over. That's a good
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh my. And then there was Giant
That's-
Critter.
3, right? That was the third one? Or was that
3?
4?
I
Yeah, they
Oh,
think
just
so.
keep
Credit,
raising
fourth
mistakes.
is
Who
Critters in
knows, man?
Space.
Yeah.
Yeah, Critters. Everything made it to
Leprechaun.
space. Anyway,
Yeah.
what's your
Yeah.
next one, John?
So before I go to number 1, I'll shout out probably her most famous role as the mom in E.T.
Yep.
But he's not a horror movie, so
it can't
go on
be.
this list.
And the kids
Even though-
talk. The kids use bad words to their mother in that movie.
Yeah.
I didn't appreciate that on my rewatch of ET. By the way,
As a kid,
Little
you don't
dickheads.
care.
All right.
As an adult, you're like, little shit.
It's a
Not
little
even
creepy.
registered.
I mean, it's a little kid hiding an adult being with a light up finger.
tell me more. Spielberg.
Yeah, Steve, what are we up to here? But no, my number 1 is House of the
Okay.
Devil. She's the landlady. A struggling college student takes on a strange babysitting job on the same night as a lunar eclipse. And really weird things follow.
Okay. That's all right.
That was good.
That was a cool one. Both of those were
Thank
really
you.
good, guys. And then, yeah, she's one of those actors for people like me generally would be like, I know you. Like, that's big time. Like, Close Encounters of the Third Kind or E.T. or
There's-
whatever she's in.
There's nearly 300 acting credits on her IMDb page.
Yeah,
She
she
did a
had.
lot of stuff.
A lot of TV, a lot like, and still going. She was in a movie called Red Christmas a few years ago, which I wanted to like a lot more.
Just to do right by her. But Ryan saw me sneaking my book down. I was going to do a sneaky top 5, and then I was trying to figure out my time. And I just don't love werewolf stuff as much as I need to do the sneaky top 5. But when I do them, I do books, video games, and movies. So for this one, I just have one book I think people should tune into if they do like to read, and that's
Ooh.
Mongrels by Stephen Graham Jones. And this is an interesting take on the cross between Poor White Trash and werewolves. And it's really good. It's just really good. Gritty. With Stephen Graham Jones, you either love him or you hate him. There's really not too much in between on his writing. It's kind of like Brian Keene and stuff like that. They have their style, and if it doesn't jive with you. Graham Jones, there's a few books he has that didn't hit with me, but this book is fantastic. It's kind of a must read if you like to read stuff
I'm
about
down.
werewolves.
I like the
highly
cover.
recommend it. Your list is like 3 long. You got like 3 in
I'm
the
reading
queue
the
that
Cronin
I'm
right
aware
now,
of.
okay? Reading the Cronin.
The Cronin is by the greatest
The
living
Spy.
horror writer,
The spy
I will
is in
say
the
it.
town still, okay?
And-
I will
He's looking for that dwarf.
Laird Baron.
While
There's
we're
a spy?
Inning.
while we're shouting out stuff, I will
Yes.
fancy Howling box
That's
set
beautiful.
that Studio Canal put out. It may be out of print. You might have to search eBay for it, but comes with a 4K, a Blu-ray. There's a book in here, a poster. If you can find it, it's worth it.
Also, share.
That's
I
a
was
good
going to
one.
say, sorry, John, I'm going to steal it from you. John told me some information. If you get something that's from Europe and it's 4K, it will work in an American player.
4K is region free. Blu-rays are not always. Sometimes they are.
And if
Most
you-
of them are not.
Good to know.
But you can also get a region free Blu-ray player for about
Oh, that's
$100.
not bad.
Okay.
And you
two
can-
pieces these days.
Yeah, and it will play, US movies. You just have to mess with the setting.
Okay.
All right, sweet.
Like the audio?
All right.
But you have to switch between region
Okay.
codes. US is region A. Most of the rest of everybody else is region B.
Yeah.
All right, you filthy animals. We're getting out of here. We're starting to record again at the end of a work week on a Friday night, and it is hard. So
Have a good
love
night.
you guys.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Be very afraid.